Huh.
You can't see the little card for your Discord?
Yeah, exactly. It says get in contact, join my Discord. There you will find, besides other rooms, channels dedicated to my recurring streams.
Yeah, there's what it's the little card that has Star-Lord you.
Exactly. Or maybe
and the dabbing you.
Maybe Sage is on mobile and therefore cannot see it. I don't know.
Oh, well then.
Sorry.
No, then you just go into the chat and then click, and then you make you just click the invite link in the chat. You dumbass.
Wait, who are you talking to as dumbass? Me?
You.
But who else?
You have the full ability to just click the Discord invite and send it to the poor mobile person.
But I have you and Odie to do it for me. So hello and welcome to the AWKWARDCast, where ANY and Keyframe wonder about random dribble.
For 111 episodes.
That is true, because during BronyCon, Wuten and I noticed that apparently he always gets the funny numbers. And so we were like, hey, 111 is coming up, so what can we do to increase it even more? By having Wuten bring his, how do you refer to Bri? Special somebody?
Girlfriend.
Just girlfriend? Yeah. Okay. I thought you had something more spaghetti, but okay. Your girlfriend. Okay.
His meatball? I don't know.
Whoa!
What, you said more spaghetti?
Well, we like to get the sausage in there, too.
Oh, okay. Hi. Welcome to the show.
Exactly. So yeah, Wuten, old veteran to the show, and for the first time with us, Bri. Please, guys, tell us, I am not sure in which order, who you guys are, what you do, and why people should care.
I think the new person should go
first. That is a valid point. Where's the damn desktop?
Okay, Bri, who are you?
All right, so I am a human female. I work as a bank teller currently full-time. Am part-time exotic dancer. I sing, I do voice acting. I like to make random noises, especially to startle this one over here, just because I think that it's fun and I'm a sadistic piece of shit. And you should care because I fucking told you to, so
fair.
That's it, really.
Sounds decent to the point. Wuten, do you want to give a short introduction of yourself?
I am well known throughout the lands of narration as the King of Lewd, because I do Klopvik readings. And
I just like how my character's eyes are the thing popping
Oh yeah,
out.
there.
Oh yeah.
You can't see the mouth, but the eyes tell 1,000 stories.
Yeah.
Wait, is Bri in here too? Oh yeah, this is Bri. Oh, the very happy
Dreamer. I think Goody's cut off and Kate Bug, and
yeah,
there's
Goody's cut off there, but yeah, it's brilliant. It was Mami DeLugo who did that piece, and it was it's
nice.
Brilliant. There we go. Yeah. It's brilliant.
Wuten's not a Pegasus; he's a Spaghettius. Where wings should be just spawns pasta.
How does the meme go? The butcher.
Pacha, you said that Emperor's New Groove is one of your favorite films, and you can't remember the name of one of the main characters.
Of course not. I'm Cusco. I identify with Cusco. Of course, I cannot remember Pacha's name.
For a second, I thought you said Crisco. I laughed.
Or Costco.
Costco.
Oh, man.
Keyframe will not survive today's episode.
I'm not. I was already not okay this morning. This is just furthering the not okay off the cliff. Anyways,
yes.
So what has been happening in the life of Sketty Man and Human Starlight?
Also, let me remove this.
As you can see, since the last episode, we got Bri moved into the new apartment, and we got her all. We're getting her all settled in here. Like she said, she managed to get a full-time position here, and so we're getting things going.
Mm-hmm. And
you saw a cat.
Yes. Okay, so I've been seeing this cat at work in the parking lot. I haven't been able to lure her over to me. But I've just been admiring them from afar, just squealing and being really happy that they're there. And I didn't see the cat after work, but I did go to a nearby grocery store, got some turkey slices, and just kind of chucked a few slices into the bushes. And even if it might not eat it, like, I'm just happy that at the thought that it might have some more food in it. So I hope I did a good thing, or I poisoned it. I don't know. Nope, just kidding, but I'm excited. And another new thing is that I spun on my pole at home so hard that I knocked it loose.
Yeah.
And I made it skid across the ceiling a little bit, but luckily it didn't fall down. It just moved. It just jutted. So it's not that.
It's like warped slightly to the side, so we actually have to go in.
We have to like unscrew it and like reposition it. It's a mess.
Yeah.
It's just the what's the term when you see like a skewed part of the body? It just shows what direction is the dominant way. You know.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, until you get it fixed, you now can basically train like for conditions like if you have to dance in a building after a landslide or on a boat that is in big movement. So
she's gonna do an exotic dance show at the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah, for example.
Oh my god.
See, and now you can learn practice dancing on an angled pole. So I find this very helpful.
Or I could just go to a construction site. Their poles are probably a lot more sturdy than mine is right now.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
What were you going to explain about this fucking cool patrol thing?
Oh, yeah. So in my undisputable logical brain that connects dots very logical, I noticed when I created... Wait, let me get this on the screen. Whoop. Should be able to quick enough. I'm not, because I was not prepared for this questioning. So when I put together this image for the preview, boop, I noticed I noticed that
they are both Denny Vixen art.
Exactly, and who drew this picture?
Hey. You made Wuten go away.
No, nobody did. Come back here.
Hello. Yeah, I noticed that it's both Denny Vixen. I was like, wait, don't Keyframe and I have a piece made by Denny Vixen, I believe commissioned by Wolfhead? Yep. And so I dug it up and put it in our layout for no deeper reason than that.
Brilliant.
Anyways, what has happened in the life of Wuten? We heard what happened in the life of Bree.
Pretty much, nothing really has come up that's like mega life-changing. Although, as you can see behind me over here, we actually got the sound panels all set up on the walls.
What happened to the idea of the Docky soundproofing?
Exactly.
We couldn't get enough Dockies. I couldn't afford enough Dockies to line the walls with them.
Okay.
But,
question from one person who has a pathetic amount of sound dampener on a single wall in his room to another. Do those few things do anything?
Yes, they do.
Really? Because mine, I basically don't think I have any difference with it, but maybe I'm just an idiot.
It depends on where you're putting it, because
right there.
It does.
Right there on the wall.
That honestly, that only does so much good. Like, let me see if I can do this. Okay.
Because there are multiple points of reflection with sound waves.
There is.
So you can't just go on
this
one.
one here.
Uh-huh.
And then I have a
Okay.
Yeah.
Take
the whole
back
wall
the
behind.
Pathetic amount of soundproof.
Yes, I definitely need to take back my statement, because what I just showed you is also soundproof that I have in my entire flat.
It's like the back wall is you, and the wall that he just showed is the person he told you not to worry about.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes.
so
and then Sabrina, actually, she has
my foam
a
truck.
full on like foam fortress thing that's made out of
It's okay, so it's made out of 6 cardboard trifolds. So 6 cardboard trifolds, 2 queen mattress toppers, 1 twin mattress topper, a bunch of Gorilla Glue and duct tape, and I just kind of made a little foam shack lined with foam on the inside, and it works really well.
Yeah, it does.
That's a good DIY recording room or insane asylum room.
Exactly. It makes me happy.
Me and her were recording a commission here a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
And I actually had to do like a full-on Dragon Ball Z scream. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't do it in this environment because it was reflecting too much on like the ceiling and stuff. And so I went into her foamtress and I used her recording setup to fucking scream my head off to the point where I was like dizzy.
And we both have the same microphone now, so that's perfect.
Yeah. So it works even better because I'm used to this microphone.
Oh God, I love the name Foamtress.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
I came up with it all by myself.
Good job.
You did well. You did well.
Your good for you is not condescending. Good for you.
Good for you. There.
Oh. But yeah, if nothing else has gone on in the lives of spaghetti and cheese, because I just noticed.
Oh my God!
Because brie is a type of cheese.
Oh, that's actually true. That is true.
I appreciate that.
I don't know how brie would taste on top of spaghetti. It doesn't seem like a good cheese.
No.
Don't get us banned off Twitch. We gave you one job.
I'm not.
What has happened in the life of the German?
As always, barely anything. We are getting close to a release at work, so I'm a lot focused on work at work, and when I come at home, I watched a lot of the show, which I decided not to make my medium this week because I watched 2 out of 3 seasons and I was like, I guess I can watch the 3rd one as well before talking Black Lagoon. How did I give it away?
Not bad.
But
you told me about it because one night I was like, hey, don't stay up too late, okay?
Oh.
You need to get some sleep. And he was like, I'm finishing up the season 2 finale of Black Lagoon and then I'm off to bed, okay? And I'm like, good.
But yeah,
this is a normal conversation between us. It's me telling him to go to bed.
But yeah, I finally found out who Revi is, the girl who is for nearly a year now in my not completely top 100 waifus. So I one waifu per like. I only got 91 likes. Not my fault that my audience failed me.
Not your fault that more people wanted to know my husbandos. So they could see how much was serial killers and Nathan Fillion.
And yet you copied my approach and went gay for a bit as well.
Well, yeah, it was easy, and also why not?
Anyways, but yeah, Black Lagoon. Stay tuned for it as my media next week, when I probably have finished it all. I rediscovered the Batman Arkham series for me.
Ooh, okay.
Rediscovered as in returned obsession. Keep in mind the Arkham series,
I can believe it.
The Arkham games are his most played games on his Steam library.
Nah.
I can believe it.
I mean,
should I go on your Steam and check?
It's very high up, but even Arkham Asylum, which I have probably now played for the 4th time, has less than 100 hours, and I have a few games over 100 hours. So they are, in relation to the length of the actual game, they're actually very high up, but they are not my highest. Those are still Defense Grid, the Racketeer Weapon Shop. What else is up there? I believe Darkest Dungeon only has 80.
I think you're a great person, but then you do shit like this, and I just am like, God, you are a top-tier oxygen thief.
It's funny, because it is true. Yeah, and there was...
I will say, on the subject of games...
Oh, yeah. Oh boy!
This one has been taking up a lot of time from not only like just my gaming time, but also like time that I usually set aside for editing, which is probably why I still haven't released any content from the time that we did our last AWKWARDCast. World of Warcraft Classic came out. And I
Get
fucking
out of the darkness.
I fucking deep dived into that shit. It's so fucking good.
You're better
He's
than
skinny
this.
dipped into that shit.
You're well, okay, maybe you're not better than this, but
Wuten.
you should be.
Odie says it best. Wuten.
Woughton. Oh.
Woughton. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Okay, so
At
you
least
were right.
Keyframe.
Batman Arkham is not your highest, but God, you are nearing on 100 hours.
Yes, that's true. But hey, Keyframe, at least he didn't say Fortnite.
That's true. That's true.
What level are you?
None of us have gotten to the degeneracy of Fortnite yet.
Oh, have we? Wait, what some up there?
Oh,
Fortnite? Anybody?
Pat wanted to know what level I was. Like 33 something. I'm in Stranglethorn Vale, and it's terrifying because everyone is higher level.
But yeah, and I guess the last highlight of my week will be my media in Blanton self-promotion. So, Key, what was going on in your life?
Big fuckload of nothing.
Sounds fair.
But no, I mean, like, I do have one thing to just kind of go full circle with all this. I've kind of deep dived into a game.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It wasn't...
You too?
Oh.
Did we all games this week?
It's probably the saddest one.
Oh, really?
I deep dived back into Minecraft.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, let me explain.
Keyframe, just keep one thing in mind. Don't mine at night.
Okay, keep in mind, first of all, you're raising your tears and oxygen thief right now. Secondly, at first it was just to help out DA Games because we recently released a Minecraft song, and all the footage was from the DA game, the little server we all made for the buildings and stuff. So I was just helping out, and then I was like, I want to make something stupid. So I made a giant staircase out of lava and glass.
Oh,
I
yeah.
respect that.
And then I made a top to it, so it's like an actual house. And when you look at it from the side, it kind of looks like a giant penis. But that wasn't intentional.
Right.
But no, but then I was like, I want to put diamond blocks, so I'm gonna go mine. And then mining just kept happening.
Personalized, rhinestone, bedazzled dildo.
Yes, sky dildo.
Love the sky dildo.
But like, but no, I just started mining more and more, and now whenever I just need to relax, I just go in and I basically do this method where I just go in one straight line and just mine until I find diamonds. And it's
just don't mine straight down.
Oh no, you don't mine straight down. You do strip mining, which is just making caverns. And it's been fun. You know what's not fun? When a fucking skeleton shoots you into lava when you have 40 diamonds on you. And
Oof.
So Chris had basically god armor, and he died in lava. And then he was like, I'm done playing for tonight. I don't feel good. I had that exact same moment today at like 1 a.m. where they shot me into lava, and I was like, it wasn't even like actual I had a rage moment in HOTS this week where I hit my keyboard really hard and it was very loud. No. This was a silent rage where I just kind of slowly pushed my keyboard away from me. Escape button, disconnect, quick game. I'm going to bed now. Like it was that kind of rage.
It was the defeated rage.
So defeated.
Yeah, where you're just like, man, I'm taking the L on this one, boys. But yeah, that was my week. Was just
Minecraft.
disappointment in lava. And there was one other thing. I've been going on daily walks now because it's just good for my head is to go into walks and just silently contemplate life. I met a dog, and this dog was a Saint Bernard. And anyone who knows me and has walked around with me in any place in public, and there's a dog, you know where my attention diverts to. I see that smile, Max.
We go to an amusement park, a roller coaster park in Germany, and what is the highlight of the
road trip?
Yes, and what is the highlight? Oh, a puppy! May I touch the dog?
To be fair, this woman had 2 beagles, and one old, one young, and she was like, "You can pet it," and that was the best time of my life. And we were there for an uncomfortable amount of time. The lady didn't mind; she was laughing because Max said that exact same thing to her, to be like, "We drove all the way here. She's been wanting to go to this place for like a year and a half. Her highlight is your dogs." And I mean, basically the same thing happened at the park that's near Max's place. There was like a big Labrador, and I was like, "Can I pet it? Is it yours?" "Oh no, we're dog sitting it, but sure." And then it rolled around in the mud. Yeah, what a good boy. But no, there was a Saint Bernard there, and I spent an uncomfortable amount of time petting it, and I was wearing a black shirt like this. I think I was wearing my Hero Courage shirt. And when I was walking, because I went to, there's like a Wendy's at the end of the whole path, because you can go from one end of the park to the other. There's a little opening of the gate, which leads to the sidewalk that's next to the highway. And then you get to like Costco, Wendy's, and all that stuff. And I wanted to get a bottle of water because I was thirsty as hell. And when I walked in, I could see all these people looking at me, and I was like, "Why are they looking at me?" I finally looked down, and from the top of my shirt to the knees of my pants is just dog hair. Long, big, open-ass dog hair. And I was like, I should probably go clean this off. So I went to the bathroom, started like wiping it off, and there was just a giant hairball in the Wendy's bathroom trash can.
You should have just owned it and be like, "Yeah, I'm a fur."
Max, because I'm waiting for people to have food. I'm not going to put dog food.
No. You should have just been like,
dog.
"Yeah, I'm a furry. So what? That's my fursuit."
That is the world's saddest.
Oh no.
Can you imagine? Okay, before I go to my media, just this tangent. Visualize as someone going to a furry con, but the fursuit is just glued on patches of dog, like like how people make cheap like sheep costumes by gluing cotton balls on their shirt. It's that, but like the lint roller strips of dog. Oh my god! And it's like different colors. And it's like, why is it different color? My dog only had so much hair.
Oh no!
This is some 101 Dalmatian shit going on right now.
Yeah, but you're not going to help to borrow them to split trolling them. They're just going to be annoyed.
But yeah. Okay, what's the best way to calm Keyframe down, to get her from her Dobby trip? Hey, how about you talk about your media?
Oh no, Wuten went away before he got into this chaos.
He had to take his call. He'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. So, one of my favorite horror sci-fi films of all time is a movie called Cube from 1997. It is a fantastic movie that is basically a cult hit. It didn't make a lot of money at box office and stuff, to my knowledge, even though it had a very cheap budget. But to give you a basic explanation of the first Cube, 5 people who you, except for 2 characters, you only know the last names of. You don't know why they got put in the cube. They were from all walks of life. They're just stuck in this cube room that have doors that lead into other cube rooms. And some of these cubes are booby traps. Sometimes the rooms shift, so you're basically going into the same room again. It's just one giant benevolent torture device. And as the movie goes on, you just see these people slowly go more and more insane and basic feral instinct. And it is a great movie. It has a shit ton of wonderful practical effects.
That
is not the original Cube.
Exactly, that is Cube 2, your actual media. Look at those effects.
I need to explain why Cube 1 is so good.
Okay, fine. Let me.
But like, there's fantastic practical effects, and these little CGI they do use, it's actually very well integrated. It's a great movie. Hypercube, though.
Oh, come on! I'm just on my way to find Cube.
No, Hypercube, though, is a terrible, terrible sequel where instead of them just being inside this mechanical cube thing, they're actually in a... Oh, yeah, this is from the original.
This is original Cube?
This is the opening scene.
It actually is, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, now back to Hypercube.
No, Hypercube is basically all these people who you see their backstories of, which is just gets rid of the whole anonymity of it. Also, too many characters, because as the movie goes on, the cast becomes like 12 fucking people that you don't care about. But then, like, there's instead of them just being in a mechanical cube, no, now they're in a Tesseract that's constantly shrinking on itself, and time dilutes and moves a different way, and there's CGI.
The traps. Look at this, very menacing.
It gets better. Oh, this is one of the worst. Yeah!
What the fuck?
These fucking traps. Really pause before, because I know that one of these is the sex death that I want to talk about.
Okay, fair.
But no, these effects look like they came from That Guy with the Glasses review. They're so bad.
Yeah.
Except this is a full-on production, and these have some of the dumbest deaths. And also, you see that these people keep dying repeatedly. It's because time works in a different way, and sometimes these characters just come back, which ruins all fucking tension that the first movie had. Because, in the first movie, when you're dead, you're dead. And just, this movie's so bad. All these...
just look at this. There's the video we're currently watching is a kill count. What is it? Carnage count. And this is already on 14. We are not... Cube 1 has a kill count of 5 or something, but every single one matters. Here it's just like, have a murder! We bring the same character again! Kill it again!
And also the thing is, the actual amount of deaths in Cube 1 that are done by the traps itself are only like 2. The rest are done by each other.
Oh yeah.
Which because it shows that the thing more horrifying than the basic plot device itself is the human mind.
Which they also amped up by turning one of them into a serial cannibal who starts eating himself in different iterations.
Yeah. Here, most of it's the traps and then one asshole who was an asshole from the beginning and stays an asshole. Also, there's one fucking death where these two horny teens, let's put it like this, one of them who looks like Todd Howard.
Oh god.
There it was, yeah.
Yeah, they basically, in one room, they're like, the girl's like, I'm gonna kiss you because I think I'm dreaming, and in real life you're so not my type. And so they start having sex in the room, and then start floating, and because time is diluted, they start rapidly aging while they're boning, and then the main woman just finds them in mid-coitus floating through the air.
Completely mummified.
Yeah, and like, here's the thing. This movie is fascinating in how it takes everything that made the first one unique and original and does the exact opposite. The first one, all the rooms had different lighting. Like, you go into some rooms, there's red and green, and when you actually watch the film a few times, you see that the colors of the room actually represents the different story revelations they seem to go through. Like, when you discover something, the room is usually red. But, like, and that's fantastic. Here, every room is bright white. And it just feels too static and clean. Second, there's no soundtrack in the original Cube. The original Cube was all dialogue, and any noise that you heard was the ambient noise from the cubes moving. Here, they have a fucking techno soundtrack that just sounds like someone going into the mic. And there's no subtlety, there's nothing, and it's just a terrible movie, and I hate it because some people actually like this more than the original Cube.
What?
Yeah, some people are like, oh, I love Cube 2. It's so much more suspenseful. And I'm like, what is your definition of suspense? What is your definition of a good movie? But because, and then some people are like, oh, the original Cube is too slow. Have you ever heard of the concept? This just shows.
Yeah, but Cube 2 is shit.
Yeah, this is just. This is proof that people's attention spans as we're growing in generations are becoming more and more like lima beans.
Yeah, and people just need quicker and quicker instant gratification than they used to.
Yeah, and here's the thing. The other thing that I discovered is no one I know knows the movie Cube. Because I asked like 15 people yesterday, hey, have you ever seen Cube? It's really good. They're like, no. Wait, isn't that the one with the floating sex death scene? And I was like, no, that's the sequel.
No, that's hype. No, that's the sequel.
And the thing was, it was finally at like 2 a.m. or something. I messaged Max being like, hey, have you ever heard of Cube? And like the clouds spreading in the heaven, he was like, I've seen all 3 Cubes. And I was like, wait, so you've seen Hyperspace Cube? And he's like, yeah, there was a movie club back when I was younger, and I think we had the same reaction you did to this movie.
First watched Cube, then we watched Hypercube, and then at the end we also watched Cube Zero. And we all agreed, first one was the best, Cube Zero came close, Hypercube. You're trying way too hard, guys.
Yeah, I mean, because this one was just like, hey, look, we got CG, we're from 2002, aren't we cool and edgy that all these deaths are like so graphic? More like graphic design is my passion graphic, instead of being an actual psychological thriller. And it's just like, the only plus that this movie gave was that it made
scenes like this. Wait, it's coming there. Look how she is in both because it's collapsing in on itself. Wasn't this a great scene? Yeah, you blinked and missed
she gets shot because it shows that the government made the cube, which also takes out all of the creepiness of the original, because the original, there was such vagueness about who actually made the cube, or if the people who made the cube are actually watching. Or if they... And it's like, God, watch Cube! Watch Cube. Never in your life put Cube 2 in unless you have some friends, some alcohol, and you like riff tracks. That is the only...
Was the writer and director for Cube 1 the same one for Cube 2?
Oh, that's an interesting...
No.
Oh, probably not.
No?
I could not imagine.
No. Wait, you know who did Cube 2? It was the same person who did the cinematography for Pulp Fiction and American Psycho, which makes this more sad, because it's just like, wait, you did the cinematography, so you made the whole visual map of these 2 great movies. Why does this one look like shit?
It's probably he got free reign and could do what he wanted, and we know from George Lucas how that turns out.
Yeah, no, the other one, the person who directed the first Cube was Vincenzo Natali, who also did Cypher, Nothing, and Splice. Pretty okay stuff.
I actually saw Pulp Fiction for the first time, a week and a half ago or something, or 2 weeks ago.
No, that was when you first moved here. It was a couple weeks.
Well, anyway,
it was like a month and a half.
Okay,
it's like a month and a half.
Ago, but still, that's the first time I saw Pulp Fiction. Was just a month and a half ago, and I'm 24.
Yeah. The only thing that was the plus of this movie is that it started making me look up dumb movie deaths, and it brought me the fantastic movie death that I know I've seen before, but it returned to my memory, which I think beats the mid-coitus Cube death, which is from Leprechaun 2. I can't put it up here because it has boobies in it, but in Leprechaun 2...
I like boobies.
I know.
I do too.
But it doesn't make sense if you watch the sci-fi edits. But no. There's a character named Ian in Leprechaun 2 who sees his love interest in the farmhouse, but it's actually a vision that the leprechaun is making him see, and the girl just takes off her bra and everything, so she's and he just kneels in front of her and she's like, kiss me, and then you actually see what the vision is, and it's these 2 lawnmower blades that are sitting up front, and you just see him leaning into, it presumably kiss her tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing was, he
and
goes right in between, and he actually just gets his face mowed off because which just makes me think, because he puts his hands on the plank of board that this thing is on, but he was imagining he had him on the hips of a very skinny Kate Mossy looking woman.
Right.
This is fantastic. But like, that is.
So are we saying that? So are we saying that this actress that was playing the role of the Vision lady has feels like a plank on her hips? Or...
I guess. Which my thing is like, eat something, lady. If you feel like that can't be healthy. Like I'm not going to judge anyone's body, but if you feel like a literal plank of wood, something's wrong. But I just imagine him when because blades make wind to you, so I'm just imagining in his head being like, God, her breasts sure are breezy. Like
it's the wind of the moment.
Smells like grass.
God,
Smells like freshly cut spring flowers.
Her natural scent just radiates summer. Like this. If you haven't, go watch Leprechaun 2. That's a good bad movie.
So your recommendation about Cube 2 is watch Leprechaun 2 instead.
Yes. Yeah. And that's my media.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I guess I will just link the Carnage count for
yes.
Only Cube 2, because you should watch Cube 1 properly, because it's a good one.
It's only $3.99 to rent on YouTube, so it's a good movie. It costs just the same amount as the first Scooby-Doo live-action movie, so you know it's of quality.
Anyways.
The one where Shaggy was containing his 1% of power?
Yes, when he walked on set, he killed all the crew working on it.
But yeah, to maybe make it a little bit of a back and forth, who of our guests wants to go with their media next?
I think
that one.
Okay, yeah, I can go with mine.
What would it be?
So you guys are familiar with Halo 2, yes?
I heard of the
game.
Yeah, I heard of the existence of the franchise.
The game Halo 2.
Yeah, and you're the master code. No, not the master code.
I post
Master Chief.
This here. It is. I found Marty O'Donnell's YouTube channel where it's he was the music guy who came up with like all the music for Halo, and so this is Steve Vai on set for Halo 2, like recording for Halo 2 for the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cool. It's media. It's media. It's Steve Vai.
It is.
Wait, this is the guy from Alcatraz, right? Please tell me I'm not the only one who knows who Alcatraz is. The heavy metal band from 1983.
I know
I don't think so. Steve Vai, I think he's been like a solo artist. He's a guitarist, virtuoso.
Maybe he did stuff for Alcatraz, because I remember hearing that name with it.
And he's just chilling there, and that's how he records the Halo theme.
Yeah.
Well, that's not his.
I don't know. I only have a name.
That's Nile Rodgers.
He also did music for Formula 1 and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
There he is.
There we are.
He's just sitting there, very thoughtful, and listening to the music as it comes together.
Little did he know that the music he would do for this game would be overlaid with a bunch of 12-year-olds yelling on their Xbox Live mics.
Yes.
Mommy, I'm playing online. I cannot pause it.
There we are.
I can't pause Fortnite.
Yeah, you have that voice crack in there too.
Fortnite. I'm 24.
Oh, so on another subject, I can do like a spot on gnome
Like
sound,
the
the
meme.
Oh, that you guys
laugh, right? So she's been trying to get that down for like months now.
I can't do it. It sounds really weird coming out of my body. I just always go like, oh.
You sound like the
fucking
Roblox oof sound. You know what's just to say, I've scared some friends with this. You know that Crash Bandicoot whoa meme?
Yes, yes, I heard you say it at BriLizyCon. You're spot on, dude.
Yeah, keep in mind the whoa meme was done by a dude, and for some reason
Mhm.
I can do the whoa meme, and every time I do it in Discord calls, people think it's one of the guys in the call doing it. I don't know if I can do it right now because I've been laughing, but. And it sounds like a dude, and I hate it that it's the only dude thing I can do. And it's like, of course, it's a fucking meme of Crash Bandicoot.
Hey, it's still an amazing talent. Like I can't do that.
It's like, hi Warner Brothers, I want to voice act in one of the specials. Okay, what is your vocal range? Whoa, you're hired.
Oh!
Fucking hired.
Thank goodness you put on pants for a change.
I mean, look, hey guys, I'm voicing the next Wonder Woman, the Justice League animated film. It's going to be called Wonder
Woman.
Believe it or not, I didn't drink alcohol this morning. But yes, so I guess Bree, what about you?
Well, so I don't have any like pop culture media or even unpopular culture media. My thing is just, I'm just still really happy that I found that cat and I recorded it, and I did like a little stupid like Slim Shady moment with it where I was just like, "Cutie's back again."
Do you have the video that you're going to share? Because I
Yes.
want to see.
Yeah.
grabbing it.
We're
I'm
taking care of
grabbing
it right now.
I'm grabbing it.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's
Oh,
back?
okay.
Guess
So I
who's back? It's you. Woo! And when I said woo, the cat actually like blept out its tongue right as I said woo. It's iconic.
Sometimes things just have perfect timing.
Yeah. And
Katie's
I
back.
hope that I'm able to lure that cat into my life soon enough.
What, you're going to
Yeah,
come
friend.
home and it's like, look, I found a street cat.
Guess who's back? Guess who's
Probably.
back? Guess who's back?
But he said,
Well, we just have to wait until we both are kind of set.
oh my god, that video.
Kind of settled.
He's a
have
very fluffy boy.
I know.
So cute. Oh, I fucking love cats.
You can record you can record this thing eating a dead bird and be like, look how cute it is.
Absolutely. I'm totally the type of cat lover who will like look at a cat completely ignoring me and like squeal with happiness and be like, oh my god, so
She's like
is me with
Key with
dogs.
dogs, but instead of
Yeah.
I just want to say,
That is me. That is same energy,
Yeah.
and I hate the fact that it is. I can't walk with people.
yeah.
I can't walk with people because then they'll just judge my dog love.
Bree, you are a complete
like-
dog, and Keyframe is also a complete dog.
well, like finding a cat in the street is so much more rare than finding a dog just walking by. So
True.
it's almost like 10,000 times more exciting for me personally. I mean, dogs are cool. Don't get me wrong, and like. I mean, I get a bit giddy when I see a dog, sure, but I don't go like absolutely cuckoo bananas crazy as when I see a cat. Because when I see a cat, I'm like,
And then you
it's
put
out
all
in the
the
open.
and then you put all the
It's letting my eyeballs
energy.
witness its majesty.
And then you put all the energy into wooing the cat, correctly? Yes. See, you are a dog. It's Belgian
No, okay,
drunk logic.
You need to explain this Belgian drunk logic. Okay, to explain. Okay.
Let me
this
see if I
came
can
from-
find the video in time.
This came from Jesse Cox, one person that me and Max watch, and he talked about how he got drunk in Belgium and came up with this like thing that people who love cats are dogs in their souls, and people who love dogs are cats in their souls.
Right.
yeah.
There, it's like, here is a thing like how cat people are actually like wooing for attention, like a dog does for its person.
They love unconditionally.
Exactly. Yeah, and I love dogs, and I'm a total cat because dogs love me unconditionally. Then the revelation.
The weird thing with me is I love cats and dogs, and I project the personality of a dog, but I love dogs. So maybe I'm just the super dog. Maybe I'm crypto. I'm just. Crypto.
Dogs also like other dogs. Keep that in mind.
That's true. But the only good cat in this world was my cat, my little black fat purring cat.
But yeah,
all cats are trash except for mine for the sole reason it's mine.
That's what all cat lovers say.
Exactly.
But yeah,
I never really say my cat's the only good cat though, because I believe lots of cats are great. A couple of them aren't so much. But it's like they just don't want to deal with anyone, and they should feel the freedom to just be on their own and do that. It's kind of like his brother's cat. They picked him up as a feral cat, and he is a bastard. Like no matter how nice you are to him, unless you're his brother or
Anna
or Anna, or his brother's fiance, then that cat will not, like, even if you're like 15 feet away from it, it will be staring you down, like, and if you get even a little bit close to it, it will get ready to pounce at you and thrash at you. It is the spawn of Satan in cat form. I mean, like, I love that. I dig it. I relate to that. But it's a very scary cat, though. And it's rare that I'm scared of cats, so. That really
At the end of the day, all animals are just different form of dogs. Cats are spicy dogs.
Fine, I find the meme.
Ferrets are tube dogs. Snakes are legless dogs. Komodo dragons are dogs. Everything,
oh my God.
Everything deep in its heart and soul. It's a Hannibal Lecter dog, but like deep in its heart and soul, everything is a dog. Humans are just dogs that learn to walk upright. Look, do you have any science that can disprove me? Don't answer that. Like an agnostic, you can't say that it's wrong, neither can you say it's right.
I cannot find it. No, I was not in time.
We don't need to find it. Either way, Max, you're media.
Yes.
Before I go on another tangent.
Obviously, Breeze Cat video and the co-optional video down in the description. Yeah, and for mine, I go all down self-promotion because, among other things, I didn't really have something. But yeah, I released that stupid yesterday. After waiting for like.
I saw this one.
What do you think?
The gender debate.
Yes.
I pretty much agree with you.
The
only point that I remember you made was the only point that I have issue with, I think, would be like 1% of people are transgender, and even with 1%, that's still like millions of people. So I think in that regard, we still have to have that discussion. If that sort of makes sense.
It's
otherwise,
all relative given the sheer size of the human population.
Yeah. I mean, it's I can completely let it stand. Absolutely, it's not about discrimination. It's about proportion. That is like the amount of attention or discussion that happens over trivial aspects of it is just like, come on, guys, it's just 1%. Let them just have it. There is no point to go into a big discussion. It's like, don't make such a fuss. They are just people.
I like the idea that someone put in the comments section about having an open league along with the two binary leagues,
right?
Where it's completely optional for people to compete with every gender, whether it be you're in between, or you're the two, because that's just, you choose to do that, not that you're thrusting them into the other two.
But one thing I will say that I think someone made a good point about that I saw. It wasn't necessarily in the comments of that video, but I've seen it made previously, was that the league, like the different sporting leagues, they technically speaking aren't gender specific. So the only one that is specific is the women's league, because those are specifically for women. But the actual like National Hockey League or
in theory
National Basketball Association, they already are technically open gender. It's just most of, if not all of, the athletes that are picked are men. So
it's what the recruiters. Yeah.
It's what the recruiters pick.
On paper they can, but yeah.
No, but why, except for bland self-promotion? I mean, the definition of any media we have to present in this show is that we have something to say about it. Exactly. So just coming here and being like, I made a video, check it out, would be a dick move. Not beyond me, but I try. I know, but I try not to. Even so, I assume that everybody watching this podcast already has seen it, because it has like 6 times the normal, the average amount of a awkward upload. Except, of course, for last week's AWKWARDCast, which got over 1,000 for reasons.
Like what?
Okay, she asked. Now I have to.
So you know who Christian is, right?
Oh.
They made an edited screenshot.
I'm already on my way
with their Magi-chan character and linked the episode, and so there was just suddenly an influx of views and people commenting, "Hey, Magi-chan's here" and everything. It also has the most dislikes of a podcast.
Yes, that's also true. There he is. See, complete. I might or might not have been responsible for this happening.
Why are you such a glutton for bad things?
Why bad thing? No, the thing was that Christian and I had a discussion in PMs, and Christian was claiming that Magi-chan would visit me, and I'm like, sure, please. Send Magi-chan over. I would love for your fantasy world to be real where all cartoons exist, but they don't. It will not happen. So obviously Magi-chan did not come by, but a few days later this gets posted. It's like, oh, he totally was there. You have to look frame by frame.
It's like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot, where they just appear in the background.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was like, Christian was like, no, he was totally there last Sunday. Check your flat. You will find something that is different than you left it before. Yeah, sure. I have seen what's it called? Where you go for oracles and shit. Like fortune tellers. I have seen fortune tellers who are less vague. And
I will give them credit though. They did a pretty good job drawing around your arm.
Yes, I was surprised as well. And people actually in the replies to this tweet said like, okay, this cannot have been drawn by Chris himself or herself because the hand is too good. Apparently, Christian cannot draw hands for shit. So this would explain why it's merged in so seemingly with the elbow or with the arm. But yeah, this was actually not what I meant to talk about. No, but I might have been like, hey, because Christian was like, yeah, no, Magi-chan was totally there. Magi-chan even photobombed your podcast. And I'm like, yeah, sure, give me a time code. I will not go frame by frame through an entire show. So instead I got an entire screenshot in public. And I'm like, okay, that's the proof. Christian is not completely delusional. Christian is intentionally doing this because you cannot go there and draw a fake screenshot and pretend to believe it's real. But yeah, back to the media.
It actually does have some interesting discussion in the comments.
Oh yeah,
section.
first of all, here's also the thing where I'm like wondering. It has like only 4 downvotes and over 100 thumbs up, which is kind of irritating to me because, from my understanding, there are enough people who simply are triggered by the notion of by the discussion itself in either way, and. I have the feeling I must have built quite the echo chamber over the years where people just agree with me or actually share my opinion, because maybe I'm paranoid. I have the feeling that either I did there is not even a too good job to be done. So I assume I'm back to the criticism that Yuri once gave me, that my That Stupid series is not edgy enough. It doesn't have enough bite. It doesn't have enough strong opinion to actually...
You don't have enough hot takes.
Yeah, exactly.
You have too much dignity to just go completely edgy and sensationalize a topic.
I guess
so.
Oh,
wow.
I mean, on the one hand, I can now say I have not like the fake out, my Facebook video. This was not really about gender, but this one was really about gender, and I gave my honest opinion. And people still... Dana makes a good point. Share it around. I mean, Manga Jack already shared it into a Swedish server with a bunch of trans people in it, and I got some stronger negative reactions there, but not on the video itself.
I think Odin summarizes this entire section of the discussion perfectly. German man is mad his content isn't polarizing enough.
I know, right?
And also, just saying as a PSA, because of a comment I saw, look, if you're going to say, I could explain to you how you're wrong, but I'm not going to,
maybe
you're kind of invalidating yourself. Like, it puts the discussion out of gender discussion, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Because you're stopping it in its tracks instead of actually following through with your claims.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that I find it at this point. I find it a phenomenon in it on itself. How calm the reception is, how positive the reception is.
You had a pretty calm reception to gun control too, so
it's true. So yeah, echo chamber, I guess.
I don't even think it's echo chamber, because I've looked at these comment sections and sometimes people don't agree with you or add on to your points. I think you just found this section of people who don't want to fight but actually want to discuss, which I think is a good
Congratulations.
Thing. Very respectable.
Congratulations. You found the moderates.
Just because you found I think it's not something to feel like something's wrong with it. I think it's just when we're stuck in a kind of internet-based society where sensationalism is the majority, which basically all media that's revolving around topical subjects is, but it's like to actually find a section that is moderate and is willing to actually talk, and especially since you are a person that replies back to a lot of comments, to have a back and forth, and it's not just a one-way mirror of you talking to the screen and people just reply to the nether. It's just like it's actually a very healthy space, not a safe space, but a healthy space. And because that's such a minority place on the internet, it seems like something's wrong, but I really don't think it is.
Who knows? But yeah, this was obvious.
I know!
Fair. Obviously, link in the description down below, but now, especially since we have 4 people who have to answer, and we caught quite a fuckload of it, let's go into questions, shall we?
Yeah, were there ones on Twitter?
I have quite a few on Twitter as well, yes. Questions everywhere.
Go on Twitter, so you're in charge of that.
Okay, let's start with... Oh, that's an easy one. So York asks, for all 4, what was the worst book-to-movie adaptation you have ever watched?
See, the question is, was the movie really bad or was it a bad adaptation?
I guess this is open to interpretation.
If we're talking about bad adaptations, Kubrick's The Shining is one of the worst adaptations I've ever seen. As a movie, it's good. As an adaptation, it's shit.
I mean,
I'm done.
Yeah, okay, fair. Okay, everybody, quick thinking.
The Dark Tower.
I haven't seen
The
it.
Stephen King book that came out came out as a movie recently. The Dark Tower.
That one was so bad.
It's really bad. Yeah.
As a movie or as an adaptation or both?
Movie.
Oh.
Movie.
But adaptation-wise, it was good. It was a good adaptation. But
No. As a movie and as an adaptation, it was bad. It was just a bad movie, straight up. But the book is excellent.
Okay. Because I wanted to say, I mean, if you make a good adaptation of a bad book and create a bad movie, it's still a good adaptation.
It's just bad movie.
It's a movie that obviously wanted sequels.
Don't they all? Oh no, I ran myself into a corner. What? Now I have to come up with one. Okay, Bree. One of us has to come up with one.
I really can't because I haven't read enough books to actually be able to know.
Oh, that's actually
I
fair.
don't read.
That is
last time I read a book was when it was required by my school curriculum. I mean, I'm almost done with one book that I actually read by myself that Scribbler loaned me, but I still haven't read it, and last time I read it was like maybe 3 months ago, so progress.
But this is actually a brilliant point you make there. I only have to think about movies where I have read the book so I can compare them, which I believe is only Harry Potter.
Yeah, I mean...
I mean, I have read a lot more books and I have seen a lot more movies, but I believe I have not done too many where I actually have checked out both. And in this regard, I probably can say Harry Potter is a phenomenon, with the first 2 movies being very close. Oh, no, I have never read Lord of the Rings, so I cannot use this. I only saw the movies. But yeah, the first Harry Potter movies have both been very literal adaptations. They took scenes from the books and translated them one to one and stuck very close with the descriptions of clothing and whatnot in the books. And ironically, the moment they let loose for the third book, for The Prisoner of Azkaban, or the third movie, whatever, they got a new director, and he let more loose. He let the characters run around in casual clothes, not in the robes all the time, which, if you read the book, they actually do. They always wear their fucking robes, and even stupid withered hats, which even J.K. Rowling stopped referring to after the first book. And the author also, the director also allowed himself to play a little bit more looser with the story and not try to get all the dialogue and all the events literally out of the book. And it helped. It became a lot better. I mean, you can, towards the end, the last movies, they took this a little bit further with the liberties and actually changed stuff a bit around, which makes it a little bit more, But yeah, I guess all Harry Potter movies and books all together are an interesting study in what makes an adaptation good and not. And I'm not sure this doesn't answer the question at all, but please, a new one.
Next question.
Yes,
okay,
please.
This is from Goff Judy. This is definitely not something that happened just happened to me. Would you rather have a splinter so small you can't see it, but it's still up there in your smallest toe, or hit yourself on the head against the lower part of a mailbox twice? How do you hit yourself with the lower part of the mailbox? Are you bending down?
Well, he's bending.
I'd have to get on my knees.
No, he's bending down to check the splinter stuck in his toe, and when he comes up, ow! Ow!
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, you are aware why Odie named himself Goth Judy in Discord, right?
Yes, I know why he named himself Goth Judy. He wants me to draw lewd Goth Judy, and I will.
Excellent.
Maybe he just wants to be me.
But no, I guess I would rather hit the part of my mailbox twice, because why would I want something that's painful that I can't see?
Yeah.
I can at least see the object of my pain.
Right.
I might as well just cut off my toe if I can't see the splinter.
Yeah, that's true. Especially if it gets infected.
Yeah.
Oof.
I get the gout.
Okay.
Gout.
Has
Gangrene.
Does anybody here feel like doing it the other way around? Like rather have the splinters than bumping your head?
No.
No, I would much
No.
rather be hit
Yeah.
twice with a mailbox,
Yeah.
with bottom of a mailbox, because at least that pain is just pretty, like, sure, it's painful, but it's pretty quick, it's temporary. If you have a splinter really deep in your little toe, that's gonna take maybe, like, not even like a few minutes to take out. That's gonna take, like, days to have to, like, fish out, have it gradually come out, and then maybe get it, maybe not. And it's the worst. It's the absolute worst.
So
It's like, I'd much rather have a thuddy pain than a stinging pain, personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. I'm still not really sold on the would you rather question, guys. Just saying. First of all, they only come with they always come with.
Too bad there's many of them today.
I know. Maybe we don't have to have.
Apparently.
Well, we also have Twitter questions, so maybe we don't have to do all the would you rather. Because yeah, they only come with 2 answers, and if one is objectively better, you have 4 times the same answer. Fuck, marry, kill leaves more wriggle room.
Yeah, but I do see one of them that's good, thanks to Enigma.
Yeah. But yeah, fuck, marry, kill gives each fuck, marry, kill has 6 different answer options, so the chance that all people answer identical is rather low. Anyways, I guess maybe a small one. Fraser Harry asks, "What are you going to do for Halloween this year?"
Nothing.
I also have no plans, to be honest.
We're going to be getting her packed up for
Ponyville Cider Fest.
Yeah, she's going to Cider Fest like the day after. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Cider Fest is actually like the end of October. The only thing I'm planning to do at the end of October is get ready for my trip in November. I discovered the day I leave is the same day Kichi leaves to go on a cruise with her family, so we can just drive together. And I'm like, yes.
And Brad will be alone in the house.
He's gonna throw a party and no one is invited. Wait, everyone is invited.
Oh, this is how Brad sitting there. Yay. I should have invited somebody after all.
Time to go on Discord. Anyways, but yes, Cider Fest is. I hope y'all have fun.
But yeah, this answer was depressingly. None of us. Okay.
But here, Enigma has a good would you rather.
Okay.
So with Wuten and Brizzy here's Would You Rather Lewd Edition.
Oh my.
Okay. Have everything you... Okay. Oh, and he picked 3 things to Would You Rather.
Okay.
See, already better.
1, have everything you see and hear be interpreted in a lewd fashion despite even the context of a conversation or sight of it having no relation to lewdness whatsoever. So basically you have lewd goggles on. Have a porn director narrate every single action of your life in a raunchy, sexy tone, and everyone else around you can hear it in a voice as well as with the explicit details. So,
all right.
But Bree already has this. It's called Wuten.
Or be cursed with the kinky caress. Everything you eat, draw, touch, or even wear automatically gets looted, and you can't turn it back to normal. This is a genetic curse, so it lasts forever. It gets passed down to your next of kin. So wait, if I'm holding a baby, like...
Oh, no. Let's not go there.
I was thinking, like, if you
or
were to,
if
like,
I'm
drink
at,
water
like,
or
a
anything,
funeral, like...
Oh my god.
Oh wait, what happens to the water?
Like go down and become like a penis as it's going down to your esophagus, and then you choke to death. Like
the water becomes cum. Like everything you drink just
good.
becomes.
That's almost worse. It doesn't always taste that good.
I'm just imagining how awful it would be to wear clothes because you just automatically would either turn into like those slutty Halloween costumes or just be naked. The lewdest thing that clothes can become is see-through and naked. You would just become a nudist. Like,
hey, that's fine by me. I love being nude.
Also, I like the drawing one.
but yeah.
I don't have to be anywhere. I'd much rather be nude than anything else.
But yeah. Would you rather?
So
You have 3
answer.
options.
I would personally pick B, where I have someone constantly directing my every action in a lewd fashion, because I think that's absolutely fucking hilarious.
Specifically, it's a porn director.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
Your relationship instantly makes sense.
See, the thing is, I would have laughed if it was like just a random person in your life is saying everything in a raunchy detail. That would be, to me, more fun than a porn director. However, that does sound funny. I guess I'll pick A with having the lewd goggles because, like,
Yeah.
I mean that I'm kind of a pervert anyway deep down, so it's not really that different than real life. And just because I see things looted doesn't mean I act upon it.
Exactly. Yep.
However, this goes back to the thing of what if I see a baby? Like,
Ooh.
Then it would look like a.
And the porn director doesn't help because what if like your cousin or something gives birth and you go and see the baby and the porn director
and it shoots out like a golf ball.
Why are No, it's one of those egg laying fetish videos.
Oh yeah, those what's it called?
Where they stuff the egg up there and they have to push it out.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
But
what
yeah,
about you?
yeah, I'm also Wuten.
The first one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, first one is basically already given status quo. I mean, what do you guys think how I see this wall behind me? And why there are, I believe, near exclusively female characters. Okay, and myself, but this also makes sense.
Yeah, I was about to say, your narcissism knows no bounds.
There it is.
But
yeah.
I have a question. What about the teenage girl behind you, the Scootaloo one?
She is not teenage. She is totally aged up.
Totally 18 plus. Yeah.
Okay, Shadman.
Shush. Anyways, you go and
She's
stay.
18 plus, Mr. FBI.
You go and stare back at your baby. So.
See, I just ruin things, you know? Like, I do that with every fuck, marry, kill where I go with the literal interpretation and people pick things.
But yeah, again, I mean, we now had a Would You Rather with 3 answers, but one of them was so out there. Keep it balanced, guys. Keep it balanced, because, yeah.
I like that one. That one was funny.
Yeah, but even between the 4 of us, and look at us, neither of us was like, yeah, I totally want everything I touch go like the Midas case curse, but not gold, but everything gets loot. Oh yeah, now I have a loot microphone. Oh no, now my shirt is loot. Okay, maybe a little bit.
Here's the one thing about that question that I'm wondering. Like, if it's everything we touch and draw, I understand that would just make any lewd piece of any art you draw lewd. However, what would this turn into? Would I still be able to draw it? Yeah, that's the thing. It would just become a dildo.
It would be a dildo pen.
Would it be a dildo with this little pen tip coming out of it? Like,
yes.
But what if
it would be like one of those.
Here's the literal question: what if I'm just touching myself? What happens? Do I become Johnny Penis Fingers? Like, what happens?
Edward Penis Hands.
You probably become so overcome.
Now that's a Halloween
like,
costume.
Fuck everything in your room, even if it was made for it or not.
God damn it. But okay, next Twitter question, I guess.
From the Death Alchemist. Funniest thing your partner, current or ex, has done.
Okay, I've got this one.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Okay, so there was one time, just an old regular night, and me and Wuten were talking about like how we thought it was so ridiculous in lots of different kinds of sitcoms.
My God. I know this one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
I hope so. You have been part of it.
Where they would just like look at each other, and then just smash faces together and just like basically gobble each other's faces off, and just keep smashing their faces against one another. So then I decided that I wanted to try to do that with him. Well, we tried to do that, and his teeth smacked against my lip, and he fucking busted my lip, and I came back and I touched my face and I was bleeding. And he got out of it like without a scratch, but we were still in such pain. Like he was on his computer.
What is with the males in this call and causing people to start bleeding from their mouths?
Hey, that was my idea. We both went full force. That was both our faults. So we both went full force, and he was on his chair like, oh, and I'm on the ground like, oh.
Because what it is, we banged, smashed my tooth against her lip, which was like right against her teeth, which is why it busted. Yeah. And so it was like busting my teeth against hers.
She's done. She's so done. Oh, she's so done. That's funny.
But yeah.
That's probably one of the funniest things.
I love good questions, but then I always realize, shit, I have to answer it myself.
So, Max,
what's
the funniest thing that your significant other, ex or otherwise, has done?
I'm trying to remember. I believe I just recently told the Don't Look at It story, so I don't want to tell the Don't Look at It story again. Also, it was me screaming it and not her, so that doesn't count. Other fun stories.
I don't know.
Damn it. Wuten, how about you? Maybe your story inspires me.
No, that is my story.
Wait, what?
It's more stories you can remember more.
Oh, fuck.
Shit, I'm also like trying to remember. I know there must have been funny stories. And so, what shenanigans did I miss? Oh, he gets tips. Maybe I can get tips too.
Like, you know, I've done lots of funny shit.
You have. I'm trying to like narrow it down to like a specific one. I know. I've got one. It just happened recently. So recently, we picked up a very, very good recipe for guacamole. And so we were making it the other night, and and so one of the steps in our concoction is to take chili powder and sprinkle it into the bag of tortilla chips and like shake them up so that it coats them all, right? This motherfucker like unscrewed the cap to the chili powder and just dumped a whole bunch into the bag. You're only supposed to put like a little bit. It's only supposed to be like a light dusting, right?
I annihilated them.
And you fucking like annihilated all of them. They were drenched in chili powder. And so yeah, it was hilarious once I realized what she had done. But I was like, really?
I thought it was little enough to be okay, but I guess not. I guess I totally overshot it, and it just coated all the chips. It was horrible. And then it was hardly edible, and I had to actually use a paper towel to like scrape the chili powder off of each chip that I ate. Like as I was picking them up to eat them, just pick it up, scrape, eat, pick it up, scrape.
Yeah, it was an interesting time.
Yeah.
This reminds me of buffalo chicken pizza.
Oh my god.
I regret it so much.
Can I tell that story? Because I can't think of many answers, but that was a funny time.
I guess podcast partner counts, so...
Yeah. Then you have a lot of ammunition about shit that I've done. There was we landed in Baltimore for 2017, and it was because this fucker has to go through customs. It took us forever to actually leave the airport. Like,
Right.
I think your flight landed at 7. Keep in mind, I was there since like 2. I was just waiting.
Ooh.
But his flight landed at 7 because fucking British Airways was taking all the luggage carousels. He didn't get out of there till like 10. We didn't leave the airport till 10. And all the food places were basically closed. We're walking around nighttime Baltimore, which is already a great idea. And then we finally just went to the lobby of our hotel and being like, look, do you know where we can get food? And they gave us pizza things. And, you know, we're calling to order and I'm just like, do you want to get like wings or something? And Max is like, no, I don't really want to get something spicy this late at night. Hello, yes, can we order an extra large buffalo chicken pizza? And I'm just like, he knows that buffalo chicken is kind of spicy, right? And he must. He didn't because the pizza came.
He does not.
The pizza came. We're sitting on the bed and we're eating, and his face just kind of curdled into, "Oh, why is this spicy?" And I was like, "Buffalo chicken means spicy, Max." I didn't know that. Buffalo chicken's not the thing where I'm from. And then he just continues eating. I'm like, "You're still eating?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I need to get some calories."
I'm fucking hungry. I'm starving.
And he ate like 3 or 4 slices.
Even
he ate,
really.
like, you ate 3 slices. I just didn't think the pizza was that good, so I didn't eat a lot either.
No, I was hungry. Well,
he did.
I got reminded of the pizza the next day in a
so we went to a diner
in a hurtful fashion.
We walked 45 minutes to a diner, which by the way is only like a 5-minute Uber drive that we discovered after, and we're waiting for the Uber outside. He's like, "I'll be right back." And he went into the diner, and me and the Uber were like waiting 5 minutes, and I could just see him come out. It looked like a walk of shame. He's like, "I'm sorry." And then the rest of the buffalo chicken pizza we just fed to Golden Fox because he was like, "Can I have this pizza?" And we were like, "Yeah, sure. We don't want to touch it." And he's like, "Man, this is spicy." And then he ate the rest of it. But yeah, that's great.
Running out of time, aren't I? Everybody else has gone, so yeah. I mean, oh wait, maybe is it F? Why do we always get
Big F in the chat?
F already.
I mean, you can go simple and do podcast partner because I'm sure you have a lot of stories of my stupidity.
Yeah, or I mean, one thing I have from an ex-partner, which was not a specific thing she did, not a specific one-time thing she did, but always when my mailbox, when she called me and went to mailbox because I couldn't pick up, basically all she left me on the mailbox was me.
Why?
Well, I knew that I had to call her back now.
Yeah.
And she does this to this day. So when, for example, she calls me for my birthday and doesn't catch me and goes to mailbox, it's like me. No, this is wedding march. Wait a second.
Me. Congrats, you're one step closer to death.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a funny thing.
One.
Yeah. A little bit too wholesome
see.
for my taste, but I couldn't come up with any new ranchy stories that are
allowed.
Basically.
Goth Judy actually had another question, and I like this one. It's not a would you rather.
Oh boy.
What's the dumbest situation you gotten yourself into out of boredom? Like, so you were bored, you do something. Okay. Oh, okay, Bree. Bree has the answer.
Okay, so something I did out of boredom and curiosity, so double whammy here. So I was just watching TV at my mom's house, and I was drinking a glass of water. And I had the brilliant idea. I thought, I wonder what would happen if I had water, like, in my mouth, and I, like, inhaled. And then I did, and then I was coughing and sputtering, and I coughed.
Yeah, you're basically drowning yourself, you dumb.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder what would happen if I waterboarded myself.
So So then I got water all over the coffee table, and I was thinking to myself, I had to pause because I was just so dumbfounded by my stupidity that that I was just like, oh, that's what happens, Bree. When you drink water and inhale, that's the same thing as drowning. Wow, who'd have fucking thunk it?
I can believe it.
Wow,
Stupidest, dumbest thing because of boredom.
Most of my dumbest things are watching shows that I would not have watched otherwise.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense, yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, a lot of my stories begin with, so I was bored at 3 a.m.
You know, when other
many
people just go
budgets
for sleep.
again.
I know, but what do? I do weird Google deep dives and find out about the big gay ice cream truck, or something like that, and that's my life.
Big gay ice cream truck.
It's an actual ice cream truck that's just called the Big Gay Ice Cream Truck.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
It has its own Wikipedia page because I decided to just, in a call once, just screen share me looking up different foods, just see how many different sandwiches have Wikipedia pages. There's a lot. As you can tell, my life is very exciting.
Trying to think of... I don't think I really have any dumb situations that I've gotten into out of boredom specifically.
That's because you're boring.
Oof.
Ooh.
Come on, you can snap back at that. What did I just talk about? It's like, yeah, and you inhale water.
Yeah. I mean,
Cunt.
I
You must have done something really fucking stupid because
Maybe
okay,
did you
okay.
read anything stupid because you were bored?
No. I think I've got one.
Okay.
So this is way back in first grade of
Oh, boy.
elementary school.
Oh yeah, I forgot about childhood.
Oh yeah, childhood. The developmental years. So at my primary school, we had this big open it's field area where they were growing flowers and whatnot, and it was behind this fence. But at the fence itself, they had honeysuckle plants growing there. And my dumbass thought, oh, honeysuckle, does that mean there's honey in there? I pick out...
Honeysuckle,
Okay, I
don't
can't-
mind
I
if
can't-
I do.
I can't take total blame for this because it wasn't just me that did this. But we would take the flowers from the honeysuckle plant and then pluck out the
What are you trying to say?
pluck it off of the stem and then pull off the little base of the flower so that the nectar actually came out.
Okay, yeah.
And so we thought that the nectar was where honey comes from
No.
because we were dumbasses in first grade. So yeah, that was a dumb thing that we got ourselves into out of boredom.
I remember something now because of developmental years. So when I lived in New York, we had one of those blue recycling bins, but it was only the size of a box. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And my mom would put plastic water bottles and juice containers and bottles of detergent.
Oh no.
Already a great start. So what I did as a kid, because for some reason, when I was a kid, I liked to imagine being both an entrepreneur and a scientist. That's not too far from reality. But one thing I would do because I was bored, I was I want to do something, but I don't want to go upstairs and grab my toys because I was outside for once in the backyard. So what I did was that I took the laundry detergent bottles and bleach bottles and went to the backyard where we had a giant plastic dining table, and this is something that's been there for years, so it looks gross. And I opened up all the detergent bottles and the bleach bottles and mixed everything together, and I thought I made the ultimate soap. little did I know that when you mix certain things together, it releases a certain gas. I basically made mustard gas.
Oof.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's wild.
I didn't get hurt, but my mom was wondering why the fucking table was making her eyes burn when she was around it. And I was like, oh, I cleaned it. With what, Christine?
I certainly cleaned it with
super
something.
soap.
My super soap.
And then
Ooh.
I didn't get in trouble. She was just like, don't. She just like, don't go in the recycling bin anymore. Okay. I mean, when I was a kid, if you just told me not to
The
do
fucking
something, I wouldn't
intermission
do
thing
it. You know.
for Always Sunny. Key makes mustard gas.
Yeah, that was my stupid boredom.
Here's a
You must have
problematic
done
thing.
something stupid out of boredom as a kid.
Here's the thing. I do plenty of stupid stuff, but usually not out of boredom, but because I just want to do it.
What's something? Okay.
I don't know, but I mean, I do so much stupid things. It's like trying to come up with
What
a
is
specific
a stupid thing that you did
reason.
to avoid boredom?
Yes. I mean, there's also the obvious thing out of playing horrible games or watching stupid stuff,
You must have
starting
done something dumb as a kid.
something. I mean, I guess this counts. In boarding school, I actually got a few of my friends together and we recorded an entire movie, and
Oh yeah, this.
it is so bad. And I mean, I guess what you could say, because the movie itself is like, I actually created a full-on back then with VHS cutting stuff together. I created an actual cut of the movie, like with all the scenes in chronological order and stuff, and it was actually pretty long and pretty boring and no pacing and characters are shit and the story is nonsensical. So we had a lot of fun in between the official recordings. We recorded like a dozen or so tapes full of shenanigans, including, I believe, it's not the dumb stuff like drowning yourself, but really like dumb in the sense of like, well, this is pretty dumb. Like, so we...
Not drowning yourself.
What-
I like that statement.
One show we did was the Masked Magician, which was a reference to a show that was on German TV, but I can imagine that it was in America thing too. A magician in a mask basically shows how tricks work. He wears a mask so other magicians cannot come after him for spoiling their magic tricks, and basically what he does is like he performs a magic trick and then he does the same thing, but the camera behind him, and you see what actually is happening, or something is transparent, so you can see how the lady in the box actually is getting her leg out of the way of the saw, whatever. Right. So this was a TV show back in the day, and what we did was like the masked magician, and it was like our masked magician can teleport his assistants, and so one of us wear a mask, like a domino mask, and another one a wig, because it was a boys' boarding school, so all the girls were also played by boys. And it was like, here, and he will now make her disappear, and he's like, bing, and she disappears with a jump cut. And we're like, okay, we will show it to you once again. Here he is, and he does the trick. Bing! She disappears again. Okay, now for those, so now that you can see the trick, we show it to you in slow-mo. And we did manual slow-mo, like, and
That's
still,
adorable.
and still did a fucking jump cut to make her disappear.
That is adorable. That's so cute.
I believe I was cameraman, Michael was a magician, and I don't even recall who was the assistant, but yeah. It was dumb. We were bored.
It's just
and
wholesome. That's just wholesome.
I'm sorry. I wanted to come up with a real, proper, dumb Max is a fucking idiot. How did he make it to this age story? But I couldn't remember one. Just like with the earlier one about silly things. I had plenty of partners. They were all silly and funny people, so there should be plenty of stories, but my brain is
Okay,
bad.
if we can move past your mental breakdown right now.
Okay, it's time for Discord question anyway. So wait, is it?
I guess no. This
don't
one
know.
was the out of board. This one was the.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, fun fact. Faith Gamer asked, what is your best childhood memory growing up? I guess we already covered this with the previous one. Cloudy Brony asks, are you actually a huge fan of spaghetti? If so, should I just call you Mario?
What?
I think they're asking if Wooten actually likes spaghetti.
And
Yes, I do like spaghetti.
So-
No, you shouldn't call me Mario.
But then we could call Brie Peach.
I don't like either of these options.
Oh.
You made it worse. Okay, onwards. I think it's time for fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, we should get out of this.
From the mad lad who is also a wolf. When it comes to physiology, there are just some parts of the body that we're more attracted to than others. Fuck,
Okay.
marry, kill. Butts, boobs, and mouth. And he put in parentheses tongue. Well, I guess that's part of the mouth. There might not be any shame in this dojo, but it damn sure needs a parental advisory sticker on it or something. Cool. I mean, this is going to be interesting because it shows the differences between what a girl would pick and what a guy would pick, I guess.
All right.
Then again, one is a... What are you, Brie? Are you pan or bi?
Pan.
One's pan and one is a cis straight white male. White female.
I have seen your waifu list.
I don't want to fuck women.
Okay, so
Believe it or not.
so it was fuck, marry, kill, butts, boobs,
and
mouth.
mouths.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Intense thinking.
Oh yeah, this is a hard one, and you want to answer it right, don't you?
Yeah.
I guess I can go first because I know my answers.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead with yours. Go ahead with yours.
I would kill boobs. They are painful, you know?
I don't. I literally don't.
Well, look, I mean, I given that I've grown, I was one size and now another. Let's put weight loss like that. I used to have a bigger chest, obviously, and I just never liked it. And I like the small size that I have now. And I mean, I generally just prefer a more athletic body type, and with that, the breasts get smaller and smaller. So, just kill
Okay,
boobs.
fair. But
So
Now-
I would not mind being a flat-chested woman, is what I'm saying.
Okay. What about mouth and butt?
I would fuck mouth, man. Like,
Fair enough.
I mean, I personally think oral sex is more fun, either giving and receiving than actual
Than
intercourse
butt
sometimes.
sex? I mean, butt is the only remaining one. Oh my, wait, this means you fuck butt? No, you fuck mouth, sorry, you are fuck.
Marry the
I
butt.
fuck,
marry
I
butt.
fuck mouth. Yeah, you know.
Marry the booty.
It's a nice cushion for life.
Nice cushion for the pushing.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just that this is basically a means to an end because here's the thing. I would say fuck butts, but I'm not the one getting fucked in this scenario because the butt doesn't have like a dick attached to it. So I'd be fucking that. And what pleasure would I get out of that? So
Fair.
So yeah,
The jiggle.
But
Yeah,
maybe it
I
would
mean-
be your butt.
no, butts is the.
I mean, you
you're doing-
use both directions for mouth, so why is the
Yes.
butt only in one direction? Huh?
How do I? Okay, how does a butt fuck someone, Max?
No, you get.
Look, here's the thing. I mean, yes, if it gave me the projection that I would get fucked, then sure. But what the butt doesn't have anything to fuck with. The mouth, it can at least fuck me.
But yeah, so you wait.
The tongue is just nature's.
So basically, what you're trying to tell us is that you will end up marrying a total ass. I get it. Okay, moving on. Next one.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Okay,
Bree.
I got you guys stalled.
I totally think ladies should go first. So Bree.
All right. Well, I think that I would definitely fuck butts because I love butts so much. Like, what I love about, so I always prefer butts more than boobs. So this is why, because I feel like butts are way more universal than boobs are. Like anybody,
Everyone has
anybody
a butt.
and everybody. What was that now?
Everyone has a butt.
Exactly. Everyone has a butt, no matter if it's big or small or whatever. But not everybody has what people would normally call boobs, you know? So I just think that it's more universal and it's way more fun. And, like, I love this one's butt. He has the plushiest butt I know. And I fucking love it. Okay, so fuck butts. And then I would kill boobs because, I mean, boobs don't really matter that much to me. Like, personally, I prefer, like, huge boobs I can drown in because that's just my thing. But I was about to say something.
I mean, it makes so much more sense why you drowned yourself because you were bored.
Oh my god.
Jeez. Yeah, if I wanted that kind of fate, I would find a big pair of honkers, not some fucking flavorless liquid. Gross. Anyway, so then I would just marry the mouth because not only could it pleasure me and kiss me and give me like more, I guess you could say, soft core affection, but also it can talk and have its own thoughts and ideas, and I could potentially fall in love with that. So I
when
definitely.
You say kiss the bride, you actually are.
Oh, and you are.
Yeah,
I'm kissing
there you
the
go.
entire mouth.
And you
There
are
you go.
together with a voice actor. It all makes sense.
Yes.
Why are you blocking my
I'm
eyebrows?
censoring your eyebrows.
Don't
because they're
censor my
distracting
eyebrows.
me. I will censor you. They're too big and bushy for the internet.
I don't want to get my Twitch removed. Keep censoring.
Okay, well, which one of
Okay.
the boys are next? I guess Wuten.
Okay, so similar, but I would flip around butts and boobs. I would marry the mouth, fuck boobs, and
Not
kill
surprised.
butts. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I
Because
mean,
he's into certain things. Aren't you?
Censor
Not
those
wrong,
eyebrows
not
again.
wrong.
He's
those. Oh no! The eyebrows go to lewd levels again.
all right. Well, I guess Max, there's no stalling. Give us your
there's-
awkward answer.
There is no stalling,
Give it
so
to me.
I guess I have to. Huh?
Boobs are just
Do I-
bunch
do
of
I-
non-stinky butts in my image.
Do I go for a specifically?
I know, right?
Do I go for a specifically contrarian answer? Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do this without sounding like a complete asshole.
That's out the window.
I know. So I kill the mouse mostly because nobody else has done so far. Now I need to find an actual excuse why I would do this.
What, you don't want to hear it talking?
You don't want to.
Shush, make me.
Have your own opinion, you know, you don't have to just conform to what hasn't already been done.
Yeah, but I usually like to be the contrarian and see if I can spin it a
This is
different
his
way.
job. I'm the gold digger. He's the contrarian.
That's
we
the
all have
problem.
our roles.
Exactly. In my original attempt, I would also was going for the mouse, but you guys already went there, so I don't want to be boring. So I now have to kill the mouse.
Okay, so we know that your
Okay.
genuine answer would be something with the mouth that's not killing.
Marrying it, but it is boring. So let's kill the mouse because
I like them to have a voice.
shush.
You just don't want. You want it to shut up eternally.
Stop making it sound
You have
even
fewer
worse.
teeth.
No. It's
There you
because-
go. There you go. There's your reason. You don't
bite
want
you.
teeth on certain parts of your body.
No, he has a love for teeth. That's why he wants to put the teeth on the butt.
Oh my god.
Hey.
No, it's a really hard choice because with butts and boobs, I both like them, but I also like both of them firm. So, and I don't want to end up in the point where I say I fuck butts. So I guess I fuck.
Yeah, boy.
I am failing so hard on this one.
It wouldn't even. How would fucking small breast work?
It
'Cause I
doesn't.
know
That's the problem.
that fucking butts makes more sense in the practical side. I mean, it's the most like vaginal sex except with lube, and it's tighter.
I should have not failed so hard at this question, but apparently I do.
I thought the perv in the house would actually have the most creative answer, but I was wrong, and it makes me feel something. What does it make me feel?
Horny.
Hey.
I mean, that is an answer I wouldn't
Horny
give
rage.
it a call, first of all. Second of all. No, that specific suggestion just makes me feel very awkward. And so was that face that Bree just did, Christ.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random crap. It's time for awkward guys. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guys. It's the awkward. Artwork and analysis which you do not want to miss on